And we're live. It says we're live, so I'm going to say that says we're live. All right. No one's here. Who cares? I'm going to get started anyway. Welcome to the live stream. One person is here. Yeah, I am editing. Not editing. I am animating a video for Bricks Connected. And it's going to come out in about a week. So yeah, I'm about halfway through this scene. Hey, welcome back, Chips. Kudzu, I still don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. But thank you for coming. Hey, we're already up to 3 viewers. That's pretty good. I'm pretty sure it doesn't count myself. Bomobile Stop Motion says, I love your videos. Thank you. I enjoy making them. I'm going to finish this shot real quick, and then I'm going to show you all what I got going on for camera stuff. But essentially, I've got my camera rig made up out of Legos, and then I've got an attachment that does that has a piece of paper taped to the bottom, and that makes it so I can move it across the set smoother than if it didn't have the piece of paper. Bomobile asks, how long does each one approximately take? Stop motion. So each video, that really depends on what I'm doing. A shot like this where it's just camera movement, that I don't expect it to take more than like 5 minutes. A sword fight, however, that video, the sword fights and them all, that took me about 2 hours and came out 30 seconds-ish. And scenes with a lot of movement in them. For this video, I had a group scene with like 8 characters and camera movement. That took me an hour for 10 seconds. An hour and a half, I think it was. But I've also animated like backflips and stuff in just a couple minutes. I was messing around yesterday and I got 2 backflips and a short walk cycle in the span of half an hour. I forgot to hit record with my time-lapse camera. Whoops. Boom, time-lapse is gone. So Bomobile, I'm gonna guess by your username that you also do stop motions. What kind of stuff do you do? Chip says, whenever I'm animating, I always tell myself I'm just gonna animate for an hour and end up doing it for 3 or 4 hours. Same. I have almost missed a couple school deadlines because I was animating. That's definitely not what's going to happen today. Bomobile says no. Is that a no? You don't do stop motions? Oh, Transformers and Lego. So you do stop motions. Definitely still learning. Great. Yeah, me too. And I've been doing this for a long time. I think if you ever stop learning, it's time for you to do something else. Now the time lapse. Yeah. My camera time lapse was my time lapse camera. I can't speak. It was dead earlier when I tried turning it on, but I remembered to charge it this time. So, yeah, stop motion quick tip: always keep your camera charged. It sucks to have to wait, recharge it. Does everyone in the chat know Bricks Connected? If not, I'm going to explain it real quick. Bricks Connected, we're a team that does stop motion animation. Right now, we're working on a video for Purim. That's the Chips is leaving. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Right now, we're working on a video for Purim. That's the Jewish holiday for Queen Esther story. And that's what I'm doing now. Bricks Connected needs an advertisement system. We've been working on it. Yeah, right now we're trying to learn how to work with more people because it's more complicated than you realize working with more people. And everybody's doing their own thing, and the directors usually don't know how to direct. So I end up needing to teach more than I actually do my part, because I'm the executive director. It's my job to teach and make sure things happen. So it's been a bit of a ride. Advertisement is coming. We're working on stuff. Our Instagram page is not as active as I would like it to be, but neither is mine. It's on its way. He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai received. He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai received. He informs Esther. Can you guys hear that? Because there's some voice lines going on. In the past, I have not been able to get the stream to actually hear what my shared screen says. We're going to slow this one down by putting it on 2s. That was already the plan, by the way. I'm not just doing that. I like putting camera movement on 2s. Yes, you can hear. Oh, perfect. He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai receives credit for saving the king's life. Perfect. So this cord here on the torch, I'm going to mask that out later. That's not going to be in the final product. And this part where Mordecai is kind of drifting around and looking weird, he's also going to get masked to where he's just standing still. And I might have to do that here too, because I decided to put him on the edge of something and he keeps falling. So Bowmobile, you said you do Transformers and Lego. What kind of Transformers stuff you do? He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai receives credit for saving the king's life. Okay, that's that shot done. So now let's put this one full screen. This is my camera. It's a ELP digital camera. I got it off Amazon. Works pretty well. This is the attachment with the paper on it. It's just got studs on the four corners that hooks up to this. That's pretty useful. I would recommend making that kind of stuff. I have all kinds of these attachments. This one I made for Gold Hunt. It goes up and down, left and right. It's crazy. I might try 3D designing one, then printing it. Bowmobile says, my own series. It's basically about an apocalyptic strike style series based off of Panda Jack's series. That's cool. I don't know who Panda Jax is, but I'm a fan of apocalyptic stuff. So I would love to see what you're doing. That would be fun. Okay, let's figure out what's going on here. The next shot is Mordecai saying thank you. Okay. I have not planned this out. I don't know what he's doing. Let's just put the camera right next to him. And because the camera has moved so drastically, I am going to move him from where he has been standing to a spot where he's not going to fall over. So Bowmobile, is Panda Jax another animator, or is it, or am I just completely wrong? Panda Jack is probably one of the more famous Transformers stop motion animators. That's cool. I didn't just face reveal myself, did I? I forgot that's. I forgot that was a. I forgot my camera was on screen. Yeah, I watched some Transformers stuff as a kid, but I've never seen any of the actual movies. So Transformers stop motion, is that action figures? Because I think action figures could be fun to get into. I've got one of those drawing mannequin looking things. Hold up, I'm gonna grab it. Transformers action figures. That's cool. I've got this guy. I think that would be fun to make an animation with him. But yeah, he's for drawing. And I ditched my drawing hobby a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Alrighty. You've always wanted to animate one of those. Yeah, me too. It's just one of those things that I've always wanted to do, but I always forget that I want to do it. Like animating a Bionicle. That one could also be cool. It'd be very tricky because you need a rig to hold him up. And I don't have a rig, so I'd have to make one. But it'd be a lot of fun.
Animated Bionicle before.
I did do a Bionicle once before. That was really hard, tricky. But that was like 2-3 years ago. So I'm sure I could do it much better now. Back then, I didn't even know what the 12 principles of animation were. Hey, Bounty Brick Studios, welcome. All right, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to get Mordecai to bow and say thank you. Actually, no. Mordecai's thing is kind of that he doesn't bow. Hold up. You can like nod his head. How do I get a Lego figure to nod his head? It'd be like a short bow type deal, but it's not him bowing, it's him nodding his head. Let's just delete those. What do you think for the angle of the camera? Like this one. Whoops. Is that good enough? He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai receives credit for saving the king's life. He informs Esther, who then... It's fine. It's perfect. I'm gonna go with the perfect one because that suits my ego more. Bounty Bricks, are you working on anything right now? I know you got that big sorting project going on. I feel like I should still be talking, but I just asked a question. Lemons and cast iron. Is that what you're having for lunch? Boney Brick says, yeah, I'm on ski semester right now, and I am joking to do a creative animation for Kudzo's contest. Nice. I actually had an idea for Kudzo's contest. I'm going to animate that as soon as I finish this one, because this one's got a deadline. I don't remember what the deadline for the contest was. I forgot I was going to look that up. March 25th. That sounds right. So just focus a little bit. That's good. Can't wait to see everyone's results. Me too. That's going to be fun. Everything just being as random as possible. I need to go check all the rules again, because I don't remember what it all was. But it's going to be funny. I got a good idea. And even if I don't, I forgot some of the lights. Oh, whatever. Too late now. He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai receives credit for saving the king's life. He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai receives credit for saving the king's life. Okay, I'm not sure how long the thank you is.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is less than a second long. So we'll just shift that in post. So then it's actually into the right spot. There's no rules beside no cussing, no inappropriate stuff, and it should be at least 15 seconds, but it doesn't have to be that long if you can't. That 15-second things is important, because mine was going to be like a 5-second loop. So I'll do something else. I'm still going to make the other one, but I had another idea that's going to be a bit longer. And it's going to bonus as my St. Patrick's Day video, because I'm required to make one of those. Saving the king's life. Saving the king's life. Let's pause this here for about a quarter second. That was the wrong thing to pause, my bad. Put that back to where it was. Go over to this one. That's what I wanted to pause. Quarter second, let's put it down to 4/5 of a second. Yay, maths. That's pretty alright. I think that's enough. He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai receives credit for saving the king's life. So I just hit 1,500 subscribers today, which that's a big number. I'm still trying to wrap my head around 1,500 people saw my stuff and they're like, whoa, that's cool. I want to see more of that. That's crazy. But the point I'm getting to is a lot of people have been doing stop motion contests.
He informs Esther, who then tells the king.
So should I do a contest as well for hitting 1.5? Or should I not do that because everybody else is doing that? But I don't really have time to make a video for it, like an animation. I can make some other kind of video, but I got so many deadlines right now. I got Bricks Connected deadlines, various contests that I'm in, including Kudzo's. Oh, you know what I could do? I could get a. Wait, what was I thinking? I know. Bowmobile says, sorry, in bed. I have bad internet. I have to go. Good luck. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck with your internet. Minnesota Emotions. Hi. Hello there. Thanks for coming. Bounty Brick says I might not have time on that, but I'll see maybe if the deadline is like a month. Bounty Bricks is leaving. Bye, Bounty Bricks. Thanks for stopping by. Or maybe he was saying bye to Bowmobile. We'll see if he comments in a minute. But what I was starting to say is for 1.5, I could make a short video of comparing an old animation that's like 3 years ago. I could do my first animation compared to my most recent animation. And that would be cool, like a through the years video. In fact, I'm going to write that one down because as you guys have seen, I do not remember things. Bounty Bricks was saying goodbye to Bowmobile. Yes, we get to keep him for now anyway. Minnesota Motion says, what are you animating? Do you know the channel Bricks Connected? I am animating a video for Purim, which is the Jewish holiday for Queen Esther. That's going to be in about a week. Purim is on March 2nd. We are going to upload as soon as we can, as close to that as we can. But we hit some troubles with it. But yeah, that is what I am animating. It's been fun. Good stuff. But it has been a tricky one. And I'm going to be honest, I am ready to start on some other projects. It's alright. Today we should be finishing my last scene. This one is my second to last scene, and I've got one more shot with it. And then my last scene is 20 seconds long. The sound bed is 20 seconds long. I don't know how long the whole thing is going to be. But it shouldn't be much more than 20 seconds. Yo, welcome Lego Rancher. Can I see what you have so far? Yes. This is scene interior 3.
He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai receives credit for saving the king's life.
Okay, so in that scene where he nods, he says thank you, but we're going to move the sound around in post. Yeah. And over here with the fire, we can see the wire clear as day. But in editing, I am going to get rid of that. That's not going to stay there. And when Mordecai here doesn't stay put, that is also going to be edited to fix that. Am I relying too much on editing? Maybe. Can I do it? Yes, I can. That is what I don't get paid for. Okay, the final scene, I need him to walk out of the throne room and bump into Haman. This guy. Although this camera's probably better to show. Yay. So, let's get to that. Move my time-lapse camera around for a new angle. I don't remember who asked for that, but somebody asked for multiple angles with the camera. I'll need to go in maybe 5 minutes to eat. I'll come back after that, you hope. I also hope you come back. But if you don't, no worries. Enjoy your food. Minnesota's Motion likes the set. Thank you. I spent like 3 hours on that. It was crazy. I'm actually going to repurpose it for my final set. It's going to be the king's bedroom. And it's going to look good. Replace this throne area with a bed. And then I'm going to use the set again for a Jedi fight. It's going to be amazing. Kudzu Studio says, lemons or limes? Lemons, of course. Is that even a question? Like, obviously, lemons. All right, you know what we're going to do? We are going to build a door because I have not done that yet. This set is lacking in door. My friend keeps spamming me with reels. Kudzu says lemons are so tasty. Yes. That is correct. Also, what's the thing about cast iron? I don't get that. Is that an inside joke that I'm not inside of? Lemon so sour. I'm pretty sure I killed my sour receptors because I just nom on sour things. Cast iron is the best. Okay. But Spider-Man's better. Okay, we're gonna add some more plates here. If I have more in that color. There's going to be a lot of camera moving around. Minnesota Motion says, you eat lemons on their own? When I have them. Which isn't very often, but when I have lemons, sure, I'll just nom nom nom. Cast iron is top tier. When it comes to cooking, yeah. But Spider-Man's better. Where is my Spider-Man? See, he's on my Hall of Fame. I've got 2 Spider-Mans on my minifigure Hall of Fame. And I've also got this guy. He's a custom Jedi dude and a custom Sith. Lego Man, obviously. Spider-Man India. Spider-Man. Steve Minecraft. Arthur Morgan. And Batman. I stole this Batman from my brother. Because I did. Oh, there goes Arthur. Arthur! You're a good man, Arthur Morgan. Muffin! I am Steve. Indeed. Indeed. Welcome to the stream, Muffin. We are debating whether Spider-Man or Cast Iron is better. And I'm animating, but clearly one of those two is more important than the other. But I'm animating my last two scenes for the Book of Esther. And hopefully I'm going to get that done today. And then I can start editing. For those that don't know, Muffin is also working on this project. I need to keep a mallet up here or something. Minnesota Motion says it's not even an argument. Makuzo says yes, it is an argument, just like oranges versus apples. That one's also not an argument. Oranges win every single time. Oh, my brother has a mallet. This is actually my mallet, but he has it for some reason. Your mallet. Chat, I was joking about the mallet, but now I have one. Okay, in just a second, I'm going to move the camera so you can see what I'm doing again. I don't know if that's enough. I honestly don't really have this planned out as to what I'm doing. Kuzo has found the leader of the Apple cult. Apple cult. I didn't know there was a cult for apples. Do tell, who is the leader of the this cult? Bounty Bricks says he was gonna ask if I like oranges or apples more, and he's glad I'm not on the dark side. Yep, I am on the good side of apples are overrated. They're not bad. I'm not saying apples are bad. They're just overrated. Bounty Brooks is going to go eat now. Good luck. Thank you. Minnesota Motion says, how often do you stream? I don't think I've seen you stream before. Not enough to say often. That might change, but it probably won't. I don't stream very often because I get distracted very easily. So when I'm streaming, answering comments, typically my production rate actually goes down. But it's fine because I enjoy having y'all around. Kudzo says Leafy Green Studios is the leader and he has admitted to a brainwashing scheme. Good to know. Okay, I shall keep my defenses up when I see Leafy Green again. Matan Rubin is here. Hello, good director. I am animating my scenes. Yes. Bounty Brick says, I'm allergic to apples, so the oranges are fire. That's unfortunate. But at least you're not allergic to oranges. Also, did you just eat really fast, or did you not actually go and eat? Okay, that should be enough room to work with. This is the set now. Goodness, I'm bad at moving a camera. Okay, that is the set. We are going to add a door here-ish. Why do people keep messaging me? What are they saying? All right, they are getting ignored for now. Muffin likes apples better. Muffin, do you want to join? You want to join the stream? We could both work on our stuff. I know it's like what is it, 11 a.m. where you're at? So you might be in school. But if you want to join, I'll send you a link. Okay, we're gonna add a door. That means we need more wall bricks, which I keep in a brick. And we're gonna need brown bricks. Where are they? They are here. Okay, door making. We are just gonna see the door from this side. So okay, how do I do this?
Mordecai refuses to bow to.
How do you do it? Essentially, I'm going to send you a link. You're going to click on the link, and then I add you to stage, and then you can talk. You can use your camera or not. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Boom, I sent it to the Bricks Connected group chat. Now, on the door making. We're gonna do a little bit of this. Why is it not connecting? I am confuzzled. I'm gonna hit it with a hammer. Did that work? It did not work. I am out of options. Hammer hitting did not work. is weird. Why is it not connecting properly? Okay, we're gonna pull this up. Try to add some supports under it. I think what it's doing is when I try to push down, it's just pushing this down instead of connecting. So in theory, we add more supports and it'll be right as rain. Let's see that. Hey, it worked. Okay. Now it just needs to work over here as well. Pop it open. Stuff that under there. Perfect. And I hit it with a hammer for no reason. But I would gladly do it again. Why? Hold up. I already said perfect and it's not working. I'm genuinely confused. I've never had this happen before. Minnesota Motion asks, what is your favorite stop motion that you've made? I think that it is a toss-up between Gold Hunt and the sword fight to end them all. Those two are probably my favorite. There we go. I fixed it. And this time it actually worked. There we go. Whoops. I'm really proud of the lighting in Gold Hunt. The name for that one kind of doesn't fit. But whatever. We're just going to peel this whole thing up and shove a bunch of supports under it because it is being a nuisance. We're going to do that over here too. Boom. Should be plenty of supports. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize that camera angle was awful. That should be better. That needs some supports. Boom. Minnesota Motion says the sword fight was so good. Thank you. I'm definitely going to be doing more of that at some point. Because not only was it one of my favorites to make, but it's one of the best performing videos that I've made in a long time. So I'm going to make more sword fights in the coming future. And there are going to be lightsaber fights in there too. It's going to be awesome. Very smooth camera movements. Thank you. Thank you. Camera movement has been my focus for a couple months. I'm not sure how long. But one thing I recommend is pick one thing that you want to improve. For instance, camera movement. And then you just focus on that for a long time until you're happy with it. And so I have been focusing on camera movement for a while. And I'm fairly happy with it, but I know I can do better, so I'm going to keep focusing on it. Probably the next 2 videos. And then I shall move on to something else. I think emotion is what I'm going to go for. And with emotion, I'm going to do talking scenes. So expect a lot of talking scenes that coming out. I might read off memes, honestly. Then practice my voice acting and my animating talking scenes at the same time. I've also been considering making audiobooks for personal use. I can't afford to get the licenses to do those, but maybe I could do some scenes from books. That could be fun. Otherwise, I'd probably just steal voice lines from my favorite TV shows. As you do. Hope I don't get copyrighted. Yada, yada, yada. All right, I've been talking for a while. Minnesota Motion. What have you been up to? I've seen a lot of your shorts recently. I don't think I've seen all of them because I've been attempting not to watch shorts. Keyword is attempting. But your stuff is pretty cool. Oh. Okay, Muffin, I can see you're here. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
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 Hello. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I had this problem with Brick Productions where he couldn't hear me. Hello.
Yes, it's just very laggy.
Ah. Lag is my enemy. I don't like lag. But I don't think anybody likes lag. Minnesota Mosin said, but I also don't have sticky tack for some reason, so I bought some. That is good. Sticky tack is my love. So, Muffin, you got 2 scenes left, right?
Sorry, I'm kind of lagging out.
Ah, well, if it's not working, then you're welcome to leave if you'd like. And we can say we tried. Okay, Muffin left. Yeah, I should have made a Valentine's video and be like, hanging out with my Valentine as just sticky tack. I'm gonna stick sticky tack everywhere. That'd be funny. Bounty Bricks Studio says, I won't be able to hear you, but I will watch so you can finally get those 4K watch hours. Thank you. I have been needing those for like 2 years. Muffin lagged out. Oh, man. Well, we tried. Maybe I should actually start working on this door instead of just the walls around the door. Let's take a look what I've got in my pre-built box. I don't think I have a door, but I might have a door. This is my box of pre-built goodies. A lot of them I stole from Luma Bricks sets. Hashtag not sponsored. Do we have a door? Oh, I built these tables for banquet halls, for a banquet hall. We do not have a door. Okay. That's fine. I shall make a door from scratch. Problem is, it needs to actually be able to open, so it's not just good looks. Let's see. Castle door. Lego. Muffin's got to go. Thanks for stopping by. See you around. Okay, I think we're gonna make this about. Bye, Muffin. We're gonna make this out of plates. So we got all my brown plates. That could be. That's a pretty tall door. I don't want to. No, thank you. That one's shorter. Got two of these. That could make a good door, I guess. And then essentially the scene that we need is he's going to come out of the door and he's going to bump into Haman. And then it goes into Matan's scene, and I don't have to worry about animating that after. So we just need it to swing open, meaning I made these too big, but I'm not going to make them smaller, just move them. Because the camera doesn't care how big it is. And we're just going to add these on a hinge. Ignore the illegal building technique I just did. Grab some hinges. Hey, Bounty Brick is back now. Welcome, welcome. We're going to add some clips directly into the wall. Got my container full of snot bricks and clips. Okay, we've got 3 of these ones. We're going to use 2. Because 3 isn't enough to be even. And I don't have the correct color to be 4. We're going to stick that right about here. There we go. Now we need a 1x3. 1x3, that's perfect. Let's take a look at that. That didn't work. And we have a door. Now we need the other door. Good Studio says, I think I'll have to go. Fun chatting, but I gotta animate a fight scene and snack. Bye-bye. See you later, Kudzos. Thanks for stopping by. I was not gonna stream until you told me to. I think there were some other people that told me to as well. But you were the main person that was interested. Minnesota Motion says, when you do collaborations, do you have the same minifigures or do you pass them along? I don't know much about doing collabs. So, minifigures is the hardest part. We try to have the same ones, but we don't all live in the same area, and it would be really hard on deadlines and stuff to pass along the same minifigure. So we don't have the same minifigure. And we're trying to use some other visual cues to tell people quickly this is the same character. In the future, hopefully we're going to have a budget and we're going to be able to buy the figures for the animators so then they have the same thing. But right now, we just do the best with what we have. Goodzo says, oh, I can come back later. I just need to leave now. Sorry if I let you down. No, you're good. I was just speaking. No, if you need to leave, you can leave. That's I'm not gonna hold you here. Okay, there we go. Now we have second door. We have one, yes, but what about second door? Wow, I dropped to 2 viewers. That's a whole 2 people that want to watch me. That's crazy. What do you guys think of my commentary? Because I feel like I'm just talking about anything and everything pretty randomly. This isn't connected very well at all, but we're going to ignore that. It can't even open fully. It can. Never mind. We're good. Did these doors touch? I don't think they do. Is a problem. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's supposed to be on the other side. They don't touch. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't make doors very often. Okay, if we actually put them on the stud properly, does it... They get closer to touching. I think that's close enough. You should put 2 little doorknobs on the doors. Yes, I will be decorating these a little more. I'm just figuring out the general gist of what exactly we're doing. Look at that gap on the floor. Any ideas on how I can fix that? Because if I move them down one more, it's in the studs and can't move anymore. I'm thinking I might have to change everything in the walls. Or I could grab a different kind of clip. Where is my clips? Here it is. Grab maybe a list under the doors. I don't know what that means. List is Swedish. I don't know the English word. Like step. Like a. Or what is it called? I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we can try that. I think that's a good solution. Let's put this one back up here. If it will do it. There we go. Stairs. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. I do not remember what it's called, but I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. So we are going to take this threshold. Small step up, step down just underneath the door. It's called a threshold. It holds in the thresh. Thresh is it's like the stuff you don't want from wheat, I believe. And so it holds in the thresh or something. Yes. That is too long. Yeah, threshold's perfect. You know, I actually started learning Swedish about 2 years ago. I don't remember why. I was just like, hey, that's a language and it's not Spanish. Because everybody in America starts learning Spanish at one point, including me. I have never stuck with a language. I've always given up on it. Except for Greek. I stuck with Greek for a long time. And then Duolingo did some stuff, and I wasn't happy with what they were doing, so I left. But I was learning Swedish for a while. It was kind of fun. It was so long ago, I don't think I remember any words. I think we're gonna get some tiles. Tile this off right here. So then we can finish filling the gap without and retain door mobility. That is a lot better than it was. There's a reflection on the door. I might need to watch out for that when animating. Yes, we are also going to be animating from an angle. I think this. Yeah, let's grab my actual camera because this camera's a little weird. I think that's the angle we're going to go for. I still need to watch out for it reflecting me. But, yeah, I'm going to need to make more walls. Alas, I am the wall maker. I make walls and I break walls. Let's make this door more interesting. Okay. Bring you guys back up here. I pushed a button I did not mean to push. Door part 1 and part 2. We've got tiles. Tiles thin and tiles thick. Can this go up anymore? That looks better. Maybe put something like paper on the other side of the door. Like on the inside of it. Because we're going to have the doors open and he's going to be coming out. This camera angle is weird. Hey, Maverick Brick Productions, welcome. Bounty Brick says no to prevent the reflection. Okay. Yeah, we shall look at that when we get there. Because reflections is one of those things where it's kind of a try again. What's that? I have a word. Trial and error. There we go. It's kind of a trial and error type thing. So Maverick Brick Productions. I don't think I've seen you before. Do you do animations? We're not using that camera. I'll close that out. I did not have the parts I thought I did, so we're going to modify how I'm going about this a little bit. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That is not the same color. That one is. There you go. All right, chat. What do we think about this door so far? I think we can add some gold to it. Can always add gold. I'm gonna stick this on one. It's not gonna connect to the other, but it will overlap. I'm gonna try to fix this. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we need handles. And once we add the handles, we should be good to start animating. We have that wall we need to add. We add a little more to the floor so it doesn't fall off the edge of the world. Handles. Okay, start with that. I've got an idea. I have these little bars. I think they came from an off-brand plant. I don't remember. But we take a what I call bat ears clips, and we connect those on there. I don't know what these clips are actually called, but bat ears. How will you animate the yellow plate that is on both doors? I'm not going to connect it to both doors, and it's just going to look good. So it shouldn't affect anything other than looks, and it should look better than if it didn't. But if a problem does arise, we shall deal with it when it does. Why is this dirty? Clean that off a second. There we go. Okay, now we got our door. We shall add the door to our build. Boom. Boom. I forgot there was a gap, but that's fine. Can Lego figures even reach? Look at that, the doorknob's right at his head level. That's crazy. Okay. Put the plates away now. We'll add a wall on the other side. Take a look at this reflection problem. And then finally, start animating what I believe to be the final shot of this scene. I just chucked Mordecai. Whoops. Wall. Go ahead and add the camera back in. And we're going to have to mess with the lighting because that does not look good. Where's my sticky tack? Sticky tack, where'd you go? One minifigure should jump up and the other dragging the dragging the first minifigure to open the door. That is a great idea. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm gonna... Ooh. I should add guards on either side of the door. They open the door, because otherwise nobody's going to be opening the door on this side, because Mordecai comes out instead of going in. But that's too good to not have. We're going to grab some guards in a second. Boom. We will take from the wall back here because it does not need it anymore. No, it does. Because this opens. That does need wall. Oh, wait, this has to close first. Because it opens. Oh, dang it. Okay, so that does have to stay there. And in fact, that one needs to be built up as well. Fun. Or maybe it's a serious movie. No, it's... Actually, I'm not sure. But we have some comedic gags in there. There's enough funny stuff that I can add this and I'll be fine. It's not that they're gonna fire me or anything, because I hired them and don't pay them at all. Minnesota Motion asks, where would you recommend buying bricks? I have not bought bricks individually, like outside of buying sets. But Luma Bricks is really good. Their sets are pretty big. They're cheaper than Lego. So Luma Bricks because he's sponsored, lol. Okay. Technically, yes, I am. Well, actually, technically, I'm not sponsored. We have a partnership thingy. But I'm not getting paid to say, hey, go buy Luma Bricks. And I got the partnership because I like them. I liked them, and then I asked them to be partners. But it's genuinely... that's where I get the majority of my bricks because it comes with lights and it gets a large amount of bricks. I don't know where to get them in bulk. That is something I should look at. But the only reason I have as many bricks as I do is because I've been collecting since before I was born. My parents got some stuff at a yard sale. And they had a whole bunch. But I hear, like, Facebook Marketplace is good. Hey, Bounty Bricks just said Facebook Marketplace, maybe. I hear that's a pretty good place to get stuff. You do have to be 18 or use an 18-year-old's account to be on Facebook Marketplace. eBay. I don't trust eBay. Last time I tried to buy something, they didn't give me anything. So I ended up waiting 3 weeks and I never got my figures. So, short answer, I don't know. Long answer, well, I just gave the long answer. So, probably don't want to hear that rant again. Minnesota Emotion says, I want to do a Minecraft speedrun for my first longer video, but I don't have enough bricks to make all of the sets. Yes, that is actually the exact scenario I was in 2-3 years ago. I don't remember, but a couple of years ago, I did a Minecraft speedrun, and I did not have enough bricks. But I did it anyway. And it turned out kind of bad. I have not played Minecraft in a while, but I am interested in making a Minecraft speedrun. It would be like back in some of the older games, like not games, updates, because I stopped playing just after the Caves and Cliffs update came out. Just because I didn't have friends right there anymore. We all got busy and we're never online at the same time, so I kind of lost interest in Minecraft. But I would probably do one. Maybe reuse the bricks when they're not in frame. Minnesota says, like, I definitely don't have enough nether colored bricks or endstone colored bricks. I never got to the end. I just did not have those pieces. For the end, Lumabricks has a lot of Western sets. Those have tan. After the stream, I could try and find some places to get bulk bricks. Going through... Oh, what's it called? I'm blanking. Bricklink. Going through Bricklink might be expensive. Facebook Marketplace and eBay might be the best options for bulk bricks. Nether colored bricks are difficult because they do break a lot. I bet half of my nether colored bricks are broken in some way. But also, you could not make the sets fully out of Lego. There's a couple tricks to doing that. One, you could print out the backdrops, design them as Lego in colors, and print them out and have paper backdrops that look like Lego. You could use a 3D space made in Blender or something and have it on a monitor that you put in the background. Bounty Brick says maybe use colored cardboard. Yeah, let's see. I know this is not what y'all came to the stream for, but I have some old backdrops that I colored. They are here somewhere. I use these for my speedrun video. Here we go. I got this nether backdrop. I forgot about this. The Boston Tea Party. That was one of my very first stop motion animations. I did it for a school project. I got all these backdrops. I got like a chest here. I have an inventory, a crafting table, furnace. I've got lava. That one was for the ground. It doesn't. The way I did it was with colored pencils. It did not work very well. It didn't look very good. But there's definitely other ways to do it better, like being good at colored pencils. Minnesota says might just try and buy stuff. That's fair. Bunny Bricks asks, why do you keep those? Because I do. I am a hoarder, and paper does not take up much space. Real question is, why do I keep them so easily accessible? They should be in a box somewhere. Yeesh. It's kind of for like memories, I guess. I need to go through those, see if they're actually garbage. Because they could just genuinely be garbage. I don't know. But I plan to be making a animation. No, not animation. A video where I look at old animations soon. And I guess I could look at those too. We shall see. All right, we need more dark gray. Where is my dark gray? Dark gray. Oh, I found it. I'm falling out of my chair. That is the very manly sound of getting up. Okay, here we go. Perfect. This is... I could just stick this over top my camera cord. Because I don't plan to do a whole lot of camera movement. Yeah. We also might need to make more wall here. But really, I'm tired of building and just want to... I just want to start animating. So once we get this floor here, couple more bricks on this wall, we're going to start animating again. Bounty Brick says it's pretty late here. Might need to go to sleep. Maybe an hour and a half. What time is it? Because I know... Oh, where is Sweden? I'm really bad at geography. What time is it in Sweden? Google says it is 9:30. That is kind of late. You don't know 9:30. You don't know AM and PM. That's fair. I mean, AM and PM's Latin. I don't remember what AM stood for. But it essentially said before meridian, which was the middle. And then PM is post meridian, which is past the middle. Latin is one of those languages I tried to learn and then failed. Hey, Brick Productions, how you doing? Not that late, but I'll ski tomorrow early. Lol. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's late for some people. Gotta get that sleep. The U.S. should use metric system and military time. Well, I typically use military time, but when I'm talking to people, I use non-military because it's ridiculous how many people don't know military time. Is military time just a normal thing in your country? Because here I get called a nerd if I use military time. Or just get weird looks. Wow. Lol, I don't. Brick Protection, you don't know military time? Or you don't what? Because I just said a lot of things in the past 5 seconds. It's so easy to know if it's after or before lunch. Yes, it is. It is so much easier. And when I'm working with people, why do I have a German flag? I don't know why that was there. Wait, I just got so distracted. It's so easy to know if it's after or before. Yes, it is so much easier. And when you're working with people, it's so much nicer to say, yeah, we're going to get over at 2100. And then everybody knows what time 2100 is. You're not like, oh, is that 9 a.m. or p.m.? It's just 2100. There is no a.m. There is no p.m. It's gorgeous. It takes me a long time to figure out one at a time. Figure out one time. So my dad was in the military, so I know that it's really easy. All my cousins were in the military. No, they're not. They're young. They're planning to go in the military. And I plain and simple just like military time. See you later, Minnesota Emotions. Good luck with your animating projects. I hope you find those bulk bricks you're looking for. Okay, now we have floor space. Lots of floor space. Now we're going to steal from this set back here because I don't want to build another wall. Why do we build a wall? My children, my children. Y'all know Hadestown? I like Hadestown. I did a random poll where I was like, do you guys like Hadestown? And somebody was like, wow, why is everybody doing all these random polls? I'm unsubscribing. I was like, dude, ouch. Okie dokie. Now we need lighting. Lighting. Got our door, got our floor, and we've got our camera set up. I'm going to move the time-lapse camera to the other side so then I can have space on this side. Going to take a light here. Boom. By the way, guys, I am working on that lighting tutorial. That's not a short. It's going to be a long form video. My brother said that my short was very boring. Do you guys feel the same way? Was that boring? Because I've never made one of these before. And I plan to make a lot more. And it would be helpful if they weren't boring. So feedback would be nice. I think I'm going to watch a bunch of short form tutorials, and just see how they do it. Of course, I'll keep my own style, but I had on Instagram 60% of people swiped away. I don't have the YouTube numbers memorized, but they weren't good numbers. This is probably the most flat-looking set I've built in a long time. But that is okay. We're going to keep going. I broke the door! Perfect. Right on his eyes. Essentially, he walks out and he bumps into Hanan. We gotta have guards opening the door because I want to use Bounty Brick's idea where one guard jumps up to grab the door and the other pulls him to open it. And we'll have him do that for just one door, and the other door magically opens itself. Because doing it for both would be a pain. And it would probably take up too much time to be funny, you know? So we've got our guards here. Let's bring the camera down, Harper. Got our guards. Gonna take off the feather tail something. Wait, I'm curious now. What does Persian armor look like? Persian armor. Nice. That is not at all what I've got here. But I don't have anything for it. Yeah. Oh, I'm so tired for some reason. I'm going for an hour and 45 minutes. I think I'm going to go take a break at 2 hours. Hopefully, we'll have most of this done. I don't think I can get this done in 15 minutes. We'll see how far we get. He can have his back turned to the door like that. It's in line. Trying to think how we can do this best. We've got these here. We need them to go up here. Jump. Get pulled. That's going to swing here. Okay, so we're going to need to put the gold on the other side. Like that. So then it doesn't block the camera view, but rather opens it up. So we need, and then it's going to swing this way. This door is going to swing this way. Then we can see Mordecai walk out. And the guards are going to be blocked by the door. So we won't have to worry about them anymore. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to go for it. If it looks really bad, we can always fix it later. But I see no reason for it to look really bad. See, is the focus good? Focus is good. Now, finally, I think I spent more of this live stream building the set than actually animating. But we can animate now. Have Hammond a little bit. He's probably bored. I don't know, maybe. I can probably watch the full live if it's in 15 minutes-ish. Yep, the goal is to end at the 2-hour mark. Go take a break. You know what? I'm not going to say the goal. I'm going to end at 2 hours because I am tired. I go sword fight or something. Wake me up. You ever get just randomly tired when you're animating? I don't know if it's because I've been doing it for so long or if it's because I've been set building instead of animating. A question for everybody. What is your least favorite part of animating? And what is your favorite part of animating? Brownie Brick says, it would be great to see you animating. I think I need to watch some pros to improve my own animations. Oh, thank you. Along that note, Brotherhood Workshops, he has some great behind the scenes videos. I watch them all the time. Like every 6-ish months, I go back and I rewatch the playlist. It's got great stuff in it. I highly recommend going to check him out. I learn something new every time I watch them. And his videos are good too. My favorite part of animating and my least favorite part of animating. My favorite part is animating. That is the best part. The actual form of taking the pictures. And then my least favorite part is set building because it takes forever. It's fun, but it takes forever. Hello,
Hey,
Dan Rubin.
what's up?
This is the director of this project. Welcome.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Great.
I was just saying I'm going to end in about 10 minutes at the 2-hour mark.
All right. What scene are you doing?
This is Interior 3. Mordecai's about to walk out and bump into Haman.
Oh, I just finished that scene. Like, after that scene.
Yeah, you just did the one that was right after it. I saw that.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Bounty
Yeah,
Brick
kinda-
says, "Who is this?" This is Matan Rubin. He's one of the animators in Bricks Connected, and he's directing the Purim video that I'm currently working on.
Yeah. Kinda like try new things in that scene. So it's kinda look like someone else did that in the middle. Like with the color contrast.
With the color,
Yeah. So like different lighting.
yeah, the lighting was really good in that one.
Yeah.
He informs Esther, who then tells the king. Mordecai receives credit for saving the king's life.
Thank you.
He informs Esther.
That's not too bad. Oh man, spent nearly 2 hours and 7 seconds, and then my final
look-
scene is 20 seconds.
20 really? I thought it was shorter.
Nope. I made this sound bed, put all the lines together in the proper order, and it's about 20 seconds. What are you up to right now?
I'm currently doing the final scene.
Nice.
Yeah, so my battery died.
That's fun. My
Yeah,
time lapse camera died when I was trying to animate earlier,
yeah,
so I
that
just had to
sucks.
animate without a time lapse.
Yeah, so it's thought I would rebuild this because I didn't really like how it looks. It's kind of junky. That looks really good.
How long is the scene you're working on?
It's like 10 seconds.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I thought I had a horse, but I have like a cow with wings, which is weird. It's like the metal bear sheep.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. Would it be weird if a cow just entered the scene?
What was that one? Is that Garden of Eden?
No, it was after.
The city
It
streets?
was, yeah, city streets.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking for editing, I could do the visual part, and then Muffin could do the sound.
Yeah. My PC died, so I won't be able to use DaVinci Resolve. So I don't know really if I could edit anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's that.
We can get the editing done then between the two of us, me and Muffin. I mean,
Yeah. Say, who did Mordecai?
that was Muffin. He voiced him.
Uh,
I don't think he did all the lines, just the ones I asked for when I needed them.
where did he send them?
What? I'm sorry?
Where did he send the lines?
Through Discord.
Uh,
I have them on my computer, so I could work on uploading them all to the drive after this.
yeah. I really got used to using a webcam. But now with DSLR, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Interesting.
tried once to use a DSLR, but I was just so used to everything else I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So now my DSLR mostly sits in its bag. It's kind of sad.
Now it's like the webcam just give you much more freedom.
It's nice, especially because it's so much smaller than the DSLR. Because that was one of my main issues.
So like when I'm animating scenes in a room, it's a nightmare, really. Like
Sure it is.
it takes so much time to get a good angle.
Right. And then the webcam, it's nice and small. It fits in there.
Yeah.
I think it's a good in between. Like, it's better than using your phone, and it's smaller than webcam. I know, DSLR smaller than DSLR.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Thank you.
Ah, that looks terrible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Say, did you have any problems with focus on a character with the DSLR?
No.
Yeah, so it's like focusing on only one character or two.
Oh, that's probably the depth of field.
Yeah.
On a DSLR, the depth of field tends to be a lot smaller because you need to open up the aperture higher to make it the brightness you typically want. And opening the aperture also makes the depth of field shrink. Well, I just hit the 2-hour mark for live stream, and my live time lapse camera is about to die. So I'm gonna go take a break for a little while.
All right. Bye.
Bye.